We are live. Welcome to the Candid Conversation Show with Coach Stacy. I am Coach Stacy right here on 108 Praise Radio where we voice the gospel. We welcome. Oh boy, that was a lot. We're here.
That was a nice welcome.
I know, right? Welcome to the Candid Conversation. Okay, let me calm down. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Candid Conversation Show where we have real people, real topics, and real stories right here on 108 Praise Radio where we voice the gospel. Yay! Was that better?
That's better.
That's better.
I got the energy now.
I know you got some energy.
Yes.
Yes. Welcome, everyone. I am Coach Stacy, certified life coach, speaker, and author, and I empower women and a few select men to dominate in their purpose. My testimony of overcoming domestic violence, cancer, and many other traumatic experiences helps me and makes me passionate about wanting to help other people who are struggling with wanting to throw in the towel. Not only have I broken free, but I've helped countless other people walk boldly and authentically in their purpose over the last 10 years as a life coach. And right here on Candid Conversation, we have amazing guests who come on and share impactful stories, books, and testimonies. And I believe it's important to share your story. I believe that the experiences that we're given are gifts to share with others. It's our purpose. And you never know who's listening and who's watching and who needs to hear your story of overcome at the time. And today, we have an amazing guest who is going to share a piece of her journey with us. We're gonna talk about who she is and what she does and how she's impacting lives. So, ladies and gentlemen, I have Miss Evelise Jones. You gotta get excited.
Good morning, praisers. Yes, good morning. You know, it's raining. It's cold in Atlanta, but we're here. We made it.
Yeah, we made
it.
We made it.
Yes.
I don't know. It's cold out there.
Yes,
really
it's cold.
But we're bringing you some sunshine.
That's it. We're sticking together.
We keep it warm. Yes, but I have Miss Evelise Jones, the princess of networking. I like the Puerto Rican princess.
I know many names, right?
I was getting ready to say, I was going to start
Puerto Rican princess, princess of networking, and connect strategies.
Yeah, I was going to start naming them all. EVE. Yeah, EVE.
Just anything you want to call me. just connect with me.
Just connect. I know, right? Just connect. So I have Miss Evelise Jones here, and I'm going to introduce her in just a moment. But before we get going good, I want to give shout-outs to everyone who's watching. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for joining. Thank you for listening, watching. I just thank you for your support on this morning. I give shout outs to the B5 like I always do. Nashville in the house. That's my hometown. I got to say hi. Nashville, Tennessee. And I want to say a special shout out to my daughter, Destiny. I love you.
Aww. Okay. And when was your birthday, your son's birthday?
Today.
Yay. So happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Davy. I doubt he's watching.
Yeah, okay.
I'm a little corny tonight.
He missed his birthday.
Everybody else watch, but you
That's
know,
right.
those teenagers, you know,
they're sleeping at this time.
Yeah, like, I ain't got time for that, you know. She ain't talking about nothing. But she can slide me a couple of dollars, though.
It's okay. They're going to learn later.
Yeah, they'll learn later. It's okay. So anyway, let me introduce you to Miss Evelise Jones. I'm going to read a little bit of her bio, and we're just going to have some candid conversation about who she is and what she does and how you can connect with her. Okay, so Miss Evelise Jones is the founder, president of the Women's Leadership Network of Atlanta. She's a leader. A real leader. Y'all, I keep looking at her because she warms my heart. She's so funny. She is so funny. I'll tell you this real quick. We were at an event. I'm kind of mad at her a little bit. We were at an event, and I was tired. You guys know how I get it in. I'll be at 2, 3, 4, 5 events in one day. And by the time I got to this one, I had fell asleep, and it hadn't officially started, okay? So I was okay, and I fell asleep over in the corner. Guess who takes a picture of me?
Yes.
And shared it with our group.
Yes, the paparazzi was on it.
They were on. I was like, no, she didn't take a picture of me asleep in the bed.
But that's true life right there. You were tired.
I was tired that day. I really didn't mean to fall asleep.
She didn't mean it, but she did. She sure did.
She did. Anyway, Miss Evelise, she was born and raised in Puerto Rico, and she accepted her leadership calling when she joined the military in '96. Yeah, you're also my sister in arms.
That's right.
Okay, go on, girl. So following her military journey, she pursued a career in the financial services industry, and she's been in it for about 20 years, long time, still there.
Yes.
Still there?
Still there.
Still there.
Still there. We'll be there. Oh, hold on. I was supposed to be singing here.
I know, right?
It was the praise on me. All right, then.
Do you like working in corporate America?
I do.
You do?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Well, that's good. We're going to talk about that,
We
too.
will.
We will. She's a mess. But she's had the privilege of serving in the Esther's Club Women Ministry at TFCI Church, where she encouraged women to pursue their personal goals and establish self-empowerment. And this afforded her the opportunity to interface with many women as she utilized her background in military and in the banking industry. And it helped her to create financial and health programs to encourage women, to empower women, to mentor women, innovate women that are pursuing professional careers. I think that's amazing. Of course, we know she is the president and founder of Women's Leadership Network of Atlanta. Yes. And she utilizes her strong program management skills and her leadership background to cultivate new business industry relations. And I can say that's where she got the name, the Princess of Networking.
That's right.
The Connect Strategist, because she connects folks together, and she does a really good job with that. She's got many awards, and of course you got Metro Phenomenal Women of Atlanta in 2016. You were nominated for a Rice Award. You got Woman of the Year for the Nonprofit Executive Award. You know, you just out here doing it a little bit. So I'm kind of glad to have you on. Just a little. Yeah. I'm glad to have you on the show today.
I'm excited to be here.
Can share. I tell you, when we get together, we're gonna do nothing but laugh. I hope that y'all understand everything we're saying today. We just laugh.
That's right. You gotta be happy.
Is that living life to the fullest?
That's it. You gotta be happy.
I know.
Why being sad?
I know. There's no reason for it. There's no reason for it.
No, nobody had time for that.
Yes. So before we get going good, I do want to talk about Women Leadership Network of Atlanta real quick. I know you guys are on a break and y'all have some things in store for 2019. But tell the listeners what that is. What is WLNOA?
So Women Leadership Network of Atlanta is an empowerment organization where we create better leaders. Mm-hmm. As we know, right, we have a huge gap with our women leadership. We still see it. We still see people not supporting women in politics and other areas. So we still have a gap that we still need to work on. So that's what we come in place. So me and my amazing business partner, Nikki Blakely, you can find her on Facebook as well. We get together and we help young ladies become greater leaders. So whenever they get to college and they decide what they want to do in life, they know what to do at that point. They don't have to wait until they're our age or become old to realize, wow, I was supposed to be a leader all this time and doing amazing things like my parents and my family were telling me, but I didn't. So we want to encourage them to do it now. There's no reason why a young girl should stop becoming an entrepreneur because of their age or stopping from being a leader, right? There's no age for someone to become a leader. I believe everyone is born to be a leader, but it's up to them to receive the call.
That's right. And to activate that skill.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's good. That's good stuff. So, like I said, y'all be on the lookout because they do have some great things planned and in store for 2019. Those two ladies are amazing. Of course, Nikki in her absence. Hey, Nikki, shout out. Hi. I know you're watching. And so keep an eye out for those two ladies. But outside of that, Miss Evelise is a powerhouse of her own, and she does well and amazing things. Motivational speaker, of course, and then we're gonna have to talk about that banking stuff. No, I'm just I did banking years ago myself, and I know it can be a headache. Which is why I asked, do you enjoy being in corporate America?
I do. And a lot of people, even today, still ask me, why you do not become a full entrepreneur? Why are you still working for corporate America? Because I love it, because I'm passionate about it. It's one of my biggest skill set, anything that has to do with finances and leadership. And of course, I do not work directly in a banking center anymore. I work in an operational center, but I have about 15 people under me. And I believe for you to become a leader or continuously grow as as a leader, you have to have a team under you. There's no way I can sit here or tell someone how to become a leader if I don't have anybody under me,
That
right?
you're
It's
leading.
like becoming a
Yeah,
mother
who you leading?
when you're not a mom.
Right.
So then people are not going to take the advices the same way. I encounter personality issues. I go through many, many different areas as a leader every day. So it's not about just reading a book and say, oh, I read John Maxwell or who this and that.
And now I got it.
Now I'm a great leader.
Yeah.
I got this. No, it's actually living it every single day and dealing with all these people that are watching you and following you. It's leading by example every single day. So that's why I love corporate America. And of course, the stability as well, right? They're there for me. I got a job. And then there's always time. We have time for hobbies. We have time to do many other things, just like being on social media. So I choose that time to do everything else that I love and like. So there's always time to kind of incorporate everything that you want to do in life without leaving your job. But again, I support everyone that has become a full entrepreneur and leave corporate America and do what they have to do.
Right,
yeah,
right.
there's nothing wrong with that.
Amazing. And you guys heard it from her. I know a lot of people, and I've encountered a lot of people that are like, oh, you're an entrepreneur, why you still going to your job? You know, like, they paying my bills.
That's
baby.
it. That's it. We're single mothers right here.
Yeah.
So we need our paycheck.
Yeah. So I can relate to that. Although I am a full-time entrepreneur, it didn't happen by choice. You know, I was kind of thrown into it. I retired from the military, so do I get a job? Can I get a job? You know, I had to go through some things. So like I said, I was thrown into it. So sometimes your options are limited, but I took and made the best of what it was given to me.
That's it.
And tried and well, not try. I made it work.
Yep.
You know, so
I agree with that too. A lot of people still talk so bad about corporate America and how much they hate it, and now they're so happy now. But you know what? At the end of the day, most of the things that we have learned came from them. So utilize those tools and accomplish your dreams, but don't talk bad about who make you grow and who help you out. You know, there's always a season for everything, and whenever you make that choice to become a full entrepreneur, be grateful for what you received through all those years. Sometimes people stay with 20, 30 years within a company. Guess what? Everything that they have learned, they're going to put in place now as an entrepreneur. They just didn't learn that yesterday. They learned it through the whole time they were part of that corporate America business. Of course, they're going to elaborate it in a different way, but it's always useful.
And that's very pointful, that what you just said, because I learned a lot of my leadership skills through the military.
Through the military, that's
you
right.
know, and then as I advance in the ranks, you know, and then I start, you know, having a platoon, squad, whatever, you know, if people want to call it, and I learned how to be a leader. So I learned a lot. I was a mom.
Exactly.
So I knew leadership. You know, when you got some children in the home, you're a leader.
Yes, you have to.
You got to be. But I learned a lot of my skill, the skill set of leadership from the military. So you're right about that. You're right about that. So I encourage you guys to be encouraged when it comes to working a job and you have the desire to become an entrepreneur. You don't have to quit your job and just run out there, you know, although opportunities may be different for some, but don't feel bad about it. Just be encouraged.
Exactly.
Be encouraged. I guess I'm leading on to this thing. You asked for them to play a song for you, but Lord have mercy. What you gonna sing for us?
I can sing. You know, Puerto Ricans cannot sing. We can play baseball, we can dance and all that kind of stuff. We cannot sing.
She said, I can't sing.
You know, J-Lo style.
J-Lo.
Dancing.
Can J-Lo sing?
She cannot sing that well.
Oh, not that well.
She's beautiful though, so her beauty just
you had to put it out there.
Yeah, she's just pretty, and she can dance though. She's from the front. She can dance.
She started with dancing.
Yes, and it's funny because a lot of people tell me I do look like her, but
you do favor her
a
lot.
Right? I wish. No, we're not cousins or anything like that.
Wish.
Yeah. I
wish.
I wish. Yeah, especially back here, right?
I know, right?
Especially back here.
I'm with you. I ain't got much back there either, boy. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I love any kind of music. You know, music is just make your soul just be happy, right? I can listen to anything and just make me smile. I
told y'all I laugh every time I get her. You're not gonna mess my interview up. Listen, okay, so where did the Puerto Rican princess, where did that come from?
You know what? I was setting up an event. I believe it was my first event. And as soon as I start speaking, somebody said, "Oh my God, you're the Puerto Rican princess," and I didn't even know what they were talking about. At that point, I guess they were referring to this lady that has a show. What is it? The Housewives. What's her name?
I don't know.
Okay, she's Puerto Rican, but
really?
they call her the Puerto Rican princess. So I was like, oh, no, I'm not her. I'm the real Puerto Rican princess. I was born and raised in Puerto Rico. So let's get it right.
Okay.
So anyway, from there on, everybody just continuously called me the Puerto Rican princess, and I kind of like it. Sounds cool.
I know,
so
I like it
kept
too. So when you came out with the Princess of Network, I was like, where'd the Puerto Rican princess go?
I'm a princess of anything you want me to be. You know what? If you need me to help you, I'll become your princess. I just need you to connect with me.
I know,
How
right?
about that?
So you guys keep hearing us say connect.
Yes.
Share with everyone how you become the connect strategist. What is it that you do?
So I do a lot of networking, right? And at one point, I didn't realize I was so good at it, right? I moved to Atlanta only about 3 years ago. So I have not been here for too long.
Well,
I didn't know
welcome.
anybody.
Welcome.
Thank you. Right. Welcome to this cold weather.
I know, right?
So I was in Orlando for about 13 years. And when I moved here, again, I didn't know anybody, didn't have no friends. I just moved in for business opportunities I love at that point. It didn't work out, and I said, you know what, I'm not going back. I'm going to stay. So I started meeting people and going to all these events, and it became... I became so successful in meeting people and creating all these connections that every time we do our networking every Thursday with Women Leadership Network of Atlanta, I know Nikki always say, she's the power networker. My sis just she can network. She's all over the place. And everyone was saying that. So I said, you know what? I'm really good at this. So I'm going to create something that is related to networking. That's when the Princess of Networking, the strategies, the Connect strategies came up. So what I do is I connect people. People reach out to me on every Tuesday. I promote a business on social media because I do have a lot of followers, and some of these businesses are starting. They're not, they're afraid to be on social media all the time. They don't know how to do it. I'm really good with creating some media words that can get your attention. So I'm like, no, do it like this. So I like to coach them, provide them some feedback, help them out, support them as many as I can. I go to many events just because I like meeting people. I just like building relationships and meeting friends.
You are everywhere.
Exactly. I'm all over the place. And I like food too.
Yes.
So if there's food, I'm going.
She likes to
I like
eat.
food.
You are a mess. You're a mess. And you provide resources to them as
I
well.
do.
I noticed that.
Since I know so many people, and I have met a lot of great people in Atlanta and any other areas, because I have traveled to Maryland, Orlando, in different states to become part of their events as an MC. I do somehow some wellness events as well too, based on the military and everything that I do on a daily basis. So I connect them. I say, hey, I know somebody in Maryland that can help you. You going where? Virginia? Okay, I know somebody there too. So it's all about creating this big small circle. It's big and small, right? Because it's big, because a lot of people, but you're going to create it small because at that point, you're going to connect them and create that small circle where they can actually have a true connection. Right? So that's what I do. I connect people. I don't charge them. I do it free of charge. Why? Because I'm passionate about what I do. I love it. Hopefully one day I make some money, but everyone that knows me as of right now, they know that every time they need me to go somewhere, I'm there. It's not about the money.
Right.
I can make the money somewhere else. It's about what you're truly passionate about.
So why don't you share with the audience, why is networking important? Because we're talking about it, and it's really an important, especially if you're an entrepreneur.
Yes.
It is a very key, important necessity.
It's actually important for entrepreneurs and also corporate America if you want to get promoted. Because if you want to get promoted and you don't know anybody in your company and nobody knows your name, guess what? You're going to stay where you at. Unless you're really shining and cleaning everywhere and doing, all that kind of good stuff. So it's important for everything. It's building relationships, making friends. So it's not even, I know a lot of people hear the word networking, it's like a curse word. It's like, oh God, you going to a networking event? No, I don't like networking. I don't like meeting people. But you know what? It's part of a lifestyle. Either you do it or either you're not going to be successful, because there's no way you can tell me that someone out there has become successful successful in music, media, anything out there by themselves.
That's right.
There's no way they have done it by themselves. They have somebody, even if it's a family member, they have somebody that they connect, and that person connect to somebody else, and they made it.
That's right.
So there's no way you can win by yourself. So I always think about this. If one of the most unlikable person right now, right, in politics, and we all know who he is, if he can go out there and meet people and shake hands, even if it's fake, and network with people, what's your excuse?
Right.
We don't have no excuse not to go out there and build relationships and connect with people. That's the only way we're going to win.
That's right. That's right. Well, I'm speechless. Let's move on to the next question. I have nothing to say. It's the truth. Networking is very, very important. A very key component.
It is.
To becoming successful.
It's your biggest investment. You know, people spend so much money doing media and doing this and paying somebody to do their promotions, do all of that. Sometimes that helps, but you got to do it on your own. People have to get to know you.
I was on one of your calls before, and you were saying that you have to network in order to build your brand.
That's it.
You
You have to. Nobody's going to get to know you unless you're out there sharing what you do, right? And one of my favorite quotes is, it's not who you know, it's who knows you, right? You have to share, you got to get to people to know you, who you are, what you do, right? Just like we're doing here, just like Stacy does it. She brings people so everyone can get to know them. Without this platform, we wouldn't be able to make a connection to the radio and some other areas, right? So that's why it's so important. This is networking right here. Whatever you want to call it, it is networking. We built a relationship one time when we were at one event. We met. I can't even remember where it was. And then guess what? This is where we at today. So every relationship that you build and you connect with, it's gonna guide you to something else, right? And it could be money, it could be sales, it could be success, it could be anything. The important thing, it could be friendship. But at the end of the day, you're gonna win something. So it is your biggest investment. It's essential to build your brand. It equals success. That's it. Just look at it that way. You like success, then you got to network. Easy.
I told y'all she makes me laugh. I get drawn in when she talking, so
and I keep it basic. You see, I keep it basic.
You know, and that's I think is what, because I'm like that. You know, people be looking for this.
Yeah, you don't have to be fancy.
Long, highly deep, you know, long, drawn out. Oh, they just brought me in. Huh? I just keep it simple and keep it moving.
Keep it simple. You don't have to be all fancy. You know, when I moved to Atlanta, I was afraid just like everybody else, right? I was like, oh my God, I don't know anybody. How I'm going to build this, my own business. I don't know anything about marketing. I never went to school for that, to become an entrepreneur. But you learn, you watch, you know, you do the research, you learn. And when you're passionate about something, it's in you. You don't have to go to college in order for you to become a mother.
Right.
It's in you, right? As soon as you give birth, you learn how to be a mother. It's the same thing with entrepreneurship. It's the same thing with giving birth to a dream. If it's in you, you're going to make it happen. Nobody needs to come and teach you what to do. But of course, you need to do some research and you need to be prepared and all that kind of good stuff. But I was afraid just like everybody else. They were like, some people were looking at me like, you going to Atlanta? There's a lot of empowering women in there. They know how to speak. They got their books. They're good. They can dress. Fashion is a big thing in Atlanta. And you Puerto Rican, you got an accent. I was like, I don't care. What? You challenged me to what? I'm going, and I'm going to make it happen, right? Because it's not about what you think you're not able to accomplish. And what makes you different is what makes you successful.
That is so true.
Because guess what? My accent is what makes me so unique. So I love it now.
Yes, it does make you unique.
Very, very unique.
It makes me very interested in what more you have to say. Okay, all jokes. Okay, so I already asked you that. I was gonna say, why is it important to network? But
I already answered.
Yeah, you already answered.
See?
You
I got this.
Yes. You wanna host a little bit? You wanna ask some questions? I don't know. I like hearing you talk.
Really?
Yeah.
See?
Share with us some secrets to networking.
Secrets. You got to be prepared. You got to show off.
Okay.
You know, you keep saying, a lot of people say, I'm going. Yeah, I'll be there. Next time.
And
you got to be there. You got to be there. You got to be prepared. You got to have your business card, any type of marketing material. have it with you. If you don't have it, then use your phone. Jesus, this is it. This is it. Technology. Make contacts, you know, have a goal. You go to a networking event, at least meet 3, 4, 5 people. You know, just don't go in there and sit in the corner and just eat and look cool and look sexy and smile at people. That's not what you're going in there for.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
It's about building a relationship. Go in there and meet people. Hey, what you do? What's going on? Talk. It requires a lot of talking.
It does.
It does.
It does.
But it's a great thing,
Right.
and it's going to give you some results at the end of the day. And then call them back, you know, make sure you share their events, connect on social media. Social media is a big thing right now, and I still see a lot of businesses and a lot of entrepreneurs not liking social media. You better get on this train.
Yes.
There's no way you're going to continue to push back and say, I like social media.
Right,
You
right.
have to.
Right.
Everything is there. The only reason I'm here today is because social media.
Yeah.
So utilize it in your advantage. You know, you don't have to go in there and share your personal life if you don't want to. Use it for business purposes then.
Right.
But you have to. You got to use social media. But the main thing is to stay connected with each other. Just stop thinking that everything can be done by one person. It cannot. You always need somebody else, and somebody with the skill set that you don't have. That's why
true.
my business partner and I are so successful at what we do, because I'm really good at things that she's not, and she's really awesome at some of the things that I'm not. So when we get
Come
together,
together, it's
we
powerful.
build a dynamic duo, and then we're more successful together, right?
Yes.
Some things you may be able to do it on your own, but there's always a group in the back helping you become successful.
That's
Even
right.
when you see that one person in the front line, they always have people in the background helping them.
That's right. That's right. Thank you for sharing that
You're
with
welcome.
us. We've heard what you are very good at. Now, this is Candid Conversation. I got to throw something in there to throw it off a little bit. What are you not very good at?
Other than love. Yeah, I'm not good at love. But all right. Yeah. I'm not so good at creating anything that has to do with technology, like websites and flyers and things like that. I can put together what I want and the expectations, but then I get frustrated. I'm like, no, that doesn't look like I want it. But sometimes I got to keep going back and forward because I'm extremely picky. I don't know if is that the military? I don't know what it is.
I don't know what it is because I'm not good at that either.
Jeez, it's like I'm too
I get
picky.
stressed out when it
Yeah,
comes to
I do
technology.
too.
Oh my gosh, I get so stressed out. I'll be like, oh my God, I need somebody to help me. I get mad. I go to one side. Well, let me try something else, and I get to something else, and then it requires
Yes.
something technology too.
So it's technology. Like sometimes people be like, why are you post on all your social medias one by one by one? Look, I got this. That's the only way I know.
I'm doing it the way I know
This is
how
the
to
only
do
way
it.
I know how to do it. Yeah, you know what? I make time every morning to do so. If you know any other way, you're gonna have to do it for me. I don't know. So yeah, technology is because they didn't teach us that when we were growing up.
No.
Our kids
We didn't
now,
have social media when we were growing
our
up.
kids now,
We
they
didn't
know more
have
than
telephones.
us.
We had to wait till we got home to call somebody.
Really? You see what I'm saying? I was on Instagram the other day, and I keep going to the little heart to like everything. My son was like, Ma, you can like the picture. I was like, really? I didn't know that. So it took me like, what, 2 years, 3 years?
I knew that.
Okay, all right, at least you knew that. So yeah, technology, even though you see me, on social media all the time, there's still a lot of things that I don't know,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That's why I always need somebody else to kind of help me out and teach me and guide me in the right direction.
Isn't she funny? I told you, look, I'm crying really because every time I'm with you, we just laugh.
We
laugh.
just laugh.
So tell me something that's true that almost nobody agrees with you on.
Ooh, that is true. Oh my goodness, that's a hard one.
I know, that's a good question. Let me think.
Sometimes I think that a lot of people don't agree with loving diversity like I do. A lot of
Very
people
good
don't
topic.
encourage me and don't follow me because I'm Hispanic and I spend a lot of time with African American, and they don't understand that. We're talking real here,
Yeah,
right?
we're talking Candid
real.
Conversation.
Candid
It's
Conversation,
getting
baby.
good now.
So when I go to a lot of different Hispanic events, like I remember one lady asked me one time, she came to me, she was like, she looked at me, some kind of way, and she was like, oh, so you speak Spanish with the Jones? I said, yes, of course. I was married, that's what the Joneses come from, but I speak both languages, Spanish and English. And it took me a while for them to kind of like follow me and believe in me. I think last year was the first time ever that they invite me as a motivational speaker to one of their events, and I was so excited because I was like, yay, finally they got to see that, hey, I can do it all. And sometimes even they will ask me, like, why you always connect with these people? It's like most of your events have only one race. And it doesn't have anything to do with who I'm connected with and who I'm inviting. Whoever comes to my event,
that's who's there.
That's who's there. So you have to accept who we have, what we have around.
Yeah,
this is Atlanta.
Yeah.
Right? So you have to be open-minded, and I'm not into that glitch of being with a group of Hispanic, a group of this, and Caribbean. No. I'm with anybody, everybody. I don't
support
care.
who support me.
Yes. I don't care where you're from. I don't care how you look. You can have blue, brown, black, the crazy-looking eyes, LGBT. I support everyone out there because I love every single person that loves me, and even the ones that don't love me, I love them back too.
Yeah, and just stay away.
That's it.
And I'm glad you brought that up. That is a very, very good topic, especially in the world of entrepreneurship. And then we're right here in Atlanta. It's clicked up heavy.
It is.
It's even within the African American community is very clicked up, and diversity is sometimes frowned upon. You know, being the military background that we have, of course. We see things a little different when it comes to diversity, because you didn't want to be on the battlefield. You don't see color or anything else when you're
you
out
just need
there.
to stay alive.
I just need somebody that got my back that's gonna make sure I make it home.
Yeah.
Okay, so that the diversity, it was important.
Very.
It's important to intermingle with the different and a lot of entrepreneurs. Okay, we're in Atlanta, so I don't have to say anymore.
Yeah, plus I'm from Puerto Rico. You know Puerto Ricans, and a lot of people don't know too many things about Puerto Ricans, but Puerto Ricans, we're made at different races, different colors. Like, we don't know race. Yeah. You can go to Puerto Rico, you can see somebody dark, you can see somebody white, you can see somebody like my color. We don't see race. We just see all of us as we're Puerto Ricans. Right. We love each other. We just...
And it's not to take away, because I know in the African American community, and I've never talked about this before, so I know this is exciting, but I know that there are a lot of things, you know, and as I grew up, of course, I didn't see anyone that looked like me very, very successful unless they were some celebrity singing on TV or something like that. So I see the passion of, okay, you know, let's get my community together and let's teach them and let's have them grow. But diversity in this day and time is still very, very important.
It's very important. You know, and yes, it's still a lot of pain out there. It's still a lot of issues that we had to overcome. But the main thing is, like, for each person to ensure that you do your best to be diverse and love everyone no matter what, and forget about the past. We got to move forward, right? We got to do better and teach our kids to do better. Because if we don't do it, then they're going to expect us to do the same thing. They're actually going to be following our steps and do the same thing we're doing. So I like to spend time with everybody. I don't have a color in front of me, and I just love everyone no matter where they're from. So that makes me different.
Yes, it does. I'm so glad you brought that up. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Another good question. Girl, I like firing them off. If we're sitting here a year from now celebrating what a great year it's been for you, what did you achieve?
Wow.
You wasn't ready.
I know, I wasn't ready for that one. You know, she got. I watched her shows before, and she has all these strong questions. Like, she's killing me, man. This is like she got the Michelle Obama kind of questions. Like, you know what? Where's Michelle's book? Let me get Michelle's book so I can get the answer. I don't know what to say. But
I knew, because I knew that you would be good with these questions.
I know, you're testing me, but.
No, I'm paying you back for when you had me on your show.
You know what? I'm not taking no more pictures of her sleeping. I'm not. I'm done. I'm hiding that camera from now on. But, you know, I'm very different when it comes to setting goals. I know a lot of people have resolutions at the end of the year and actually at the beginning of the year, and sometimes I don't. And people are like, why? You know, like, because I set up goals in my life daily. I live my life day by day. One day I get up, like the last week, I couldn't sleep. I got so many ideas in my head. I'm like, oh my God, I want to do this.
Yeah.
And I'm calling everybody the next morning. You know what? If it happens in 2019, it happens. If it happens in a different year, but it's going to happen. The main thing is that I look forward to it and I'm working towards that goal. That's the main thing. But I don't set a time frame or a year and say, look, this is, because sometimes things don't happen in our time, right? Everybody has their own season to do great and to become successful, but it doesn't have to happen in your time. It happens in God's time. We all know that. But I'm looking forward to do many more things that I did in 2018. Of course, network more, connect more with people. I want to be on a radio show. I want to be on a TV. I want to be everywhere. I want everybody to look at me and say, God, she look ugly today. She look pretty. Like, you remember my face and say, that's Eve. Oh, yeah, that's the Puerto Rican princess. I like that kind of stuff. I love that attention, good and bad. But I want everyone to remember and say, oh, you know what? That's the crazy girl that talks about networking. But you know what? She crazy. She talk, but she's right. Because you know I'm right, right? I just bring it to you in a truthful way. But networking is the key in order for you to be successful. I mean, you know what? You got that? Hopefully you got that over there. You're writing things down. Again, I would not be here if it wasn't for connecting and networking. So, again, setting goals is not the issue. It's about accomplishing them, right?
That's right.
But you got to go day by day. It depends where you at. Like maybe next month or the next 3 months, I get promoted from my job, and then it will be more difficult for me to do whatever I need to do on my end, right? But that doesn't mean I wasn't successful or I failed. I don't want people to see any year or any goals that they're setting as a failure. Nothing is a failure. Even when you get divorced, it's not a failure, right? We see it like that because it's painful at the beginning. We're like, jeez, I didn't get married to get divorced. But at the end of the day, it was not a failure because something else and something greater is going to come up after that. And some things had to happen in order for you to continue to move along. So we all have encountered that. You know, a lot of people don't know a lot of the small things about my life. But yeah, not everything hasn't been, you know, shiny and pinky. I'm not a Puerto Rican Barbie either. I have encountered a lot of different situations. I get sick sometimes. Like sometimes I was coming in here and I had to get on my nebulizer because I do have asthma, right? I'm a military veteran for a reason. We don't get paid as a military veteran for nothing. It's because we encountered some situations where we were in the military that now we have to live with. Well, you have to learn how to live with them. You know, I have arthritis. I got some other things, but that doesn't stop me from working out. It's a lot of different things that we do encounter too, but we're not going to sit in here and just cry every day and just feel sorry about ourselves and tell you, you know what, I shouldn't have joined the military. They gave me asthma. I shouldn't have worked in that thing because now I got to try it. You know what? It is what it is. You move on. You continue to do the best you can, live a healthy life, and do what you can to help others and love each other. That's it. We all got issues.
We do.
We all got issues. That's the fun thing about it. Because we learn from each other.
That's good.
You deal with an issue that I had never done. I had never dealt, but that doesn't make a person better than you.
That's right.
Nope.
That's right. Good stuff. Good stuff. Oh, Lord, she's good, y'all.
Lord.
I just got a message here from my son. He said, I am watching, and thank you.
You see what I'm saying? I knew he was watching, but happy birthday, baby. You know why? You're going to party like it's your birthday. Oh, we're on Praise Radio. I'm sorry.
Oh, my God, she's so silly. She got them cracking up, baby.
I know.
Wow. Okay, so before I round this up, I want you to tell everyone, what is your favorite motivational quote? What gets you going and fired up?
I think I said it before, but I say it again.
So, you trying to keep me from asking that?
Yeah, because, you know, she asked me again. You know, right? It's not who you know, but it's about who knows you. And then I have another one. So, and it's I think I have it on my flyer. Well, let me pull it up. Because, you know, I come up with quotes all the time, and I forget. I don't remember them. Okay. That's what happened when you're out there. You know, you're an author of quotes. I actually do a lot of different quotes every single day. You can go on my page and see how motivational I am. I don't think I never had a really sad day. Really? So I get mad. Don't get me wrong. I get mad, especially if I'm hungry. Don't get close to me if I'm hungry. But I do get stressed. I get mad. But you know what? It takes me maybe 30 minutes, a couple minutes, and boom, I get right back. I get right back. I read something positive. I remember how great my life is. I remember what's waiting for me at home. just turn it around. There's no reason why you should live a miserable day. Jesus, there's so many great things out there. We're alive, we're here. Yeah, it's cold out there. It's rainy out there. It's nasty, guys. It's nasty. We drove over here in this nasty weather. You see my hair? Looking crazy. But you know what? We are alive.
That's right.
We're here for a reason, so there's no reason for you to be sad or mad. Even mad at somebody that did something to you. I'm never mad at somebody that did something to me. I forgive them all. I don't have time for that.
I don't even just forget. I forget.
That's it. Amen.
I mean, don't forget.
Networking is how we grow. Time and commitment is how we develop. Right? Anybody can do networking. You can just go to a networking event. We could just talk, and I just keep going, move on, and I would never talk to Stacy again. But it's time and commitment what makes you successful. What time are you actually making towards that person? What type of relationships are you building with that person? That's
right.
what counts.
That's right. That's right. That's right. I think we have a caller.
Let's
See who's. Hello, caller. Are you there? Hello?
Hello?
Hello. Thank you for calling in. State your name.
Hey, Stacy. My name is Chase Flowers. I was calling. I have a question for your guest.
Sure, go right
It's a
ahead.
guy, too. Hey.
Go
How
ahead
y'all
with your
doing?
question. We're fine. Thank you for calling. Go ahead with your question.
Okay, basically, just going off of what you've been speaking about with networking and connecting, I just wanted to hear your thoughts on what you think would be beneficial or influential after you've made that connection, that initial connection. What are some ways to help build that connection and help it grow and prosper?
Okay, that's a great question. The first one, again, is what I just say, what I just mentioned, is the time and commitment you're putting into that relationship, right? You met someone, now you're going home. What are you doing with that connection? You need to make sure you make a contact. You need to call them back. You need to follow up. You need to support them. Say, hey, what you got going on? You have an event going on. I see you got this. It's not about you, but it's about them. When you start supporting people and becoming a servant, people are going to see you in a different way, and they're going to support you as well. Sometimes it happens that way. Sometimes it doesn't. And then at that point, you kind of figure out, is that a good relationship to keep or not? And then you walk away. But some of them are really good. People are very supportive in Atlanta, especially in this city. We're very supportive. We just love empowering each other. And this doesn't have anything to do with women only, men too.
Yeah.
And I love it. You don't get to see that in another city. Believe it or not, I've been in a lot of different places. You don't get to see that. People are very, very good with each other in here. But it's all about what you're doing on your own to build and follow up on that relationship. You got to make sure you call them, text them. Whatever is your best skill set. For me, it's texting. I love texting. I'm not good at email. Right? I'm good at texting. I follow up with them on social media. If I notice that they're not a texter, then I give them a call sometimes. Hey, happy holidays. How are you? I noticed you got this event coming up. How can I support you? I want to be there. What do I need to do?
Right.
So supporting, becoming a
kind of
servant.
like building a mutual support system.
That's it. It has to be dual. A lot of people still think that it's all about them. Oh, these people is not supporting me. I don't like them, and they're not. No, but what about you? Do you do anything for them?
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Just because you have an event and you got some things going on, you're selling a product, it doesn't mean they have to buy it from you. What have you done for the community? What have you done for someone else before you start asking?
And I'm glad you said that. I get a lot of people that would like to be on the show. And I would like to have everybody. This is a candid conversation. You know, I have no qualms about it. Diversity is big, you know. But how are you supporting others in the community? It's not always about you.
Exactly.
You know, and sometimes your gift is to serve. As a leader, sometimes one of the gifts that you have to utilize is your gift to serve.
Everything else will come later.
Yeah, it will.
You got to be patient.
It will. Thank you for calling in. Does that complete your question?
Yes, ma'am. Thank y'all very much.
Thank you for tuning in. Bye. Okay, awesome. That was a very good question. Okay.
Yes, that was good.
Okay, so I'm gonna end this thing up. I have to. Nah, I'm gonna go to another question.
We need another caller. You know what? You guys need to call. Who else? We got another caller? Yes, we do.
We do have another caller?
Yes, we do.
You're a mess.
Yes.
Thank you for calling in. Caller, state your name.
I am Lorraine Trammell. Hello, Miss Stacy.
Hi, Lorraine. How are you?
I am wonderfully, marvelously blessed and enjoying your show.
Awesome. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Thank you.
Yes, and I know your son is listening, so tell him happy birthday, first of all, because the future is important to us.
That's
Kids
right.
are important.
That's
Amen.
right. That's right.
Yes. But your guest today is nailing it. She is so awesome.
Oh,
I
thank
love
you.
it.
Thank you.
Yes, and it's all about networking, and people have to remain focused and stay the course. And she just spoke about if you don't like it, keep moving. But that's basically what it's all about. And you'll never know who that person is or what gift or blessings they are to you unless you get to know them. Communication is the most important key factor.
That's right. That's right. Oh, thank you for calling in and sharing that with us, Lorraine.
Awesome. Thank you.
I appreciate that.
Yes, you're welcome. This is an awesome show. She's doing great. Awesome.
Yeah,
I love
thank
it.
you.
Love it, love it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you
All
for
right.
calling in.
Yes. You're welcome. Have a blessed one now.
You too,
Amen,
sweetheart.
you too.
Bye. Okay. Bye-bye.
Okay.
That was awesome. See, that's overflow right there.
I know, right?
She made my day. Mhm.
You are so funny. Okay, I'm going to ask you this one. This is my last question. On a scale of, now this is Candid Conversation. I always have to get a disclaimer. On a scale of 1 to 10, how weird are you?
Oh, weird.
I had to ask you, Puerto Rican.
You know what? She don't ever ask that question to nobody. You know what? I'm making a complaining here. Why is she asking me if I'm weird? From 1 to 10, is 10 there the weirdest?
Yeah.
I would say 7.
7? Okay.
And the only reason is because I'm very unique.
Yes.
I like to do my own thing. I don't like
I knew
to
you
copy
was gonna talk
people.
about that. That's
I
right.
don't. Yeah, I don't. I love to just be natural. The only thing you will not see natural about me is the makeup, right? I do like makeup. I like looking cute, but other than that, I just like to do my own stuff. I hate copying from people or watching someone and going right after them do the same thing they're doing. It may be the same thing at the end of the day, right? Because we all doing so many similar stuff.
Yes.
But at no point or no reason is because I'm trying to copy someone at all. I just like to do my own thing, and that makes me unique. That makes me a little bit weird sometimes. I do got OCD. I love to clean. I'm cleaning all the time. I go to places and I'll be like,
I can come clean my house.
yeah, no, thank you. You're in the military. You should clean your own house and organize it too. She don't have no excuse, guys.
I got PTSD.
No excuse.
PTSD.
I got OCD, so we all got some XDDDD. But anyway, yes, I think we all weird.
Yeah.
You know?
We
and
are.
weird,
And that's
weird
why I
can be a
asked
good
that
thing
question.
sometimes.
Yes, it can be.
You just got to make sure you utilize it the right way.
That's right.
And don't be too weird that people will be scared of you,
Yes.
okay? Just be careful
Yes.
how you do it, when to do it. Like, I'm really weird when I'm with my family. I'm wild and crazy, right? But that's my family. They love me and they know me. From the time I was like this, they know I'm Eve. It's just a little crazy. So it all depends where you are. You know, you gotta make sure that you set yourself for success depending on where you are. It's not about changing who you are. I'm still got my mouth. I still talk. I'm still crazy. I'm still making everybody laugh. But sometimes you gotta act different depending on the situation and where you stand, right? If I was sitting beside Obama or Michelle, I wouldn't be acting crazy, but I would still be laughing and smiling and excited about it. I'll be like, Michelle is here. See what I'm saying? But you just got to be careful with your weirdness.
Yeah.
That's all. But be who you are. Be genuine.
That's it.
That's it.
Oh
Be
my
yourself.
goodness.
And be happy.
And be happy.
Yes.
And laugh. Y'all see I done laughed the
Yes,
entire
you got
show.
to laugh.
I've been sick for
That's
a
why we
couple of
cute,
weeks,
because
but
we laugh.
I've been sick for a couple of weeks, but I knew you was going to come in here and turn it around for me.
Amen. Yes.
You turn it around. Thank you for coming on the show today.
You're welcome. Thank you for inviting me.
So today as I close, and I want you guys to really think about some of the things that Miss Evie shared with us about networking, building relationships, supporting other people, serving as leaders. I want to leave with you, seek and use wisdom. Exodus 33:13 says, if you are pleased with me, teach me your way so I may know you and continue to find favor with you. Remember that this nation is your people. True Christianity goes far beyond just mere doctrine. We certainly need to know the principles of our faith in the form of doctrine, but real love for God is so much more than a set aside basic beliefs, okay? It's also a way of daily, practical living that comes from understanding the ways and purposes of God. When we approach everyday situations from the perspective of God's way and his purpose, we ask questions such as, how would Jesus talk to that person? Or how would Jesus deal with that person's needs? Or when we begin to think about the lines where we are learning to be wise because we are seeking to understand the ways and purposes of God. Moses was a very wise man, one who understood the importance of knowing God's ways. And he made that comment in Exodus 33:13. He cried out to God and said, if I have found favor in your sight, show me show me now your way that I may know you. God answered Moses' prayer, as we read in Psalms 103:7. He made known his ways to Moses, his acts to the children of Israel. Notice the distinction between what God made known to Moses and what he made known to the children of Israel. Some people are only interested in God's acts, what he will do for them.
Amen.
I'm not done.
Powerful.
But wise people are like Moses. They hunger for a deep understanding of his ways. Let me encourage you to cry out to God as Moses did. Seek and use wisdom.
Seek and use wisdom.
Now I'm done.
Yes. Amen.
So guess what, y'all? You guys have been listening and watching Candid Conversation with Coach Stacy, where we have real people, real topics, and real stories right here on 108 Praise Radio, where we voice the gospel. I thank you guys for joining. Another shout out to all my loves out there. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for tuning in. Happy Saturday. And we will see you next time. Bye.